Okay, networkers are very interesting people because they enjoy spending time with people more than anything else. When it comes to job searching, what they do is basically to track back to all those people that they have networked previously, and just say, hey, look, I need a job, and what's opening? Or they'll just go for a coffee session and say, hey, what's up, man? Now I've graduated, and what is available? And automatically you have connections that's being formed, and yeah, it's easy for them. Parents are very sensitive people because they are usually the giver more than anything else. They want to take care of people before themselves. And usually when there's an opportunity for a job, carers usually would see and offer it to people around them first before they would take it. And carers are most suitable for jobs in the hospitality, in the caregiving, okay, or jobs which requires taking care of people like customer service. How should expositors look for a job? Well, they make the biggest noise, and expositors are people who really like to express themselves, and they would usually find a medium or platform to allow them to broadcast their need. So when they go meet up with people, they are usually very expressive to tell people that I need a job or I'm looking for a job. And they are often, maybe gifted in writing as well, and they do a lot of blog posts to tell people they've graduated, and then jobs come in. Now, perfectionists are people who are very demanding about themselves and the job that they are looking for. So they may take time to settle for a job or even settle into a job because they always want it to be perfect. It's just like finding the best boyfriend or finding the best girlfriend. They just want to make it perfect. So my advice to perfectionists is that sometimes you just have to cruise along, get into a job first before trying to make things perfect or make yourself perfect. Organizers are people who want their life in a very systematic order. So they already have plans like, after they graduate, this is what they're going to do. They join the MNC, and this is, their path. They basically have mapped it out. So in a VUCA world like ours, right, vulnerable, uncertain, chaotic and ambiguous world, we need to, be a bit forgiving and a bit more flexible in terms of our job search. It will not come in the sequence that you plan for, and my suggestion is to try to spot certain openings and move on. Taking that first step is more important than having things organized. Craftsmen are people who really are hands-on, so they will be the first one who would put their hands to write a resume or do things, and in fact their ability to do things actually exceed what they can present in themselves or in the resume. So most of the time, craftsmen need to be able to present themselves well to illustrate their strengths, as in being able to deliver what they promise. And usually this is quite difficult in the interview. My advice to craftsmen is to polish up the interview or even attach your identity results to show that you are a good craftsman, okay? And focusing on the resume and the interview part. Investigators are people with a brilliant mind. When they come to job searching, they basically are very inquisitive. They will look at job search and even try to find patterns between a post here and a post there, and if it's related at all. And investigators like to find out what is required in a job, and sometimes they dig too deep. And when they spend time digging too deep, they may not be answering what the interviewers want to hear. So sometimes it's very important to emphasize on what is required rather than to think too much or overly into the role itself. Artists are people who are very flexible people, and any job that comes by, if it triggers their heart, you'll be the first one to jump into it, to explore it, and most of the time you will take it first and analyze it later. So artists are flexible people, but sometimes you need to understand what the job is about and ask questions if the job suits you, rather than going into the job to find out about the job itself.